take the phrase invisible hand. Everybody's learned that in high school or college. Adam Smith actually did use the term, rarely. But take a look at how he used it. In Wealth of Nations, his major work, it's used once. If you look at the context, it's an argument against what is now called neoliberal globalization. And what he argued is this. He was concerned with England, of course. He said, suppose in England that the merchants and manufacturers invested abroad and imported from abroad. He said, well, that would be profitable for them, but would be harmful to the people of England. However, they will have enough of a commitment to their own country, to England, what's called a home bias in the literature. They'll have enough of a home bias so that, as if by an invisible hand, they'll keep to the less profitable actions, and England will be saved from the ravages of what we call neoliberal globalization. That's the one use of the term in Wealth of Nations. In his other major work, Moral Sentiments, term's also used once. And the context is this. Remember, England's basically an agricultural country then. He says, suppose some landlord accumulates an enormous amount of land and everybody else has to work for him. He says, well, that won't turn out too badly. And the reason is that the landlord will be motivated by his natural sympathy for other people. So he will make sure that the necessities of life and the goods available will be distributed equitably to the people on his lands, and it'll end up with an equal, relatively equal and just distribution of wealth, as if by an invisible hand. That's his other use of the term. Just compare that with what you're taught in school or what you read in the newspapers.